Hello everyone, this is Rick Latona, and this is the open house presentation of the Stupid Station. And I am joined by Vinay Singhal, and he is the seller of the site. Vinay, thank you for joining us.
Thanks a lot. Pleasure is mine, Rick.
Great. So before we get started, just want to ask everybody if you have any questions, please use the chat box in the GoToMeeting or GoToWebinar software. I will see your question and I will ask the question at the appropriate time if I know there's going to be a section related to it, or I'll wait till the end, or I'll just ask it whenever. But either way, I'll get it asked. The deal that we are talking about today, take these numbers on the screen with a grain of salt, because this is showing an annual revenue, but all that money was made like in the last 6 months. So try not to worry about that just now. We'll get into that in a bit. Vinay, the best way to start these things for our audience is if the seller will just tell us about the history. You know, when you started it, why you started it, what it's all about.
Oh, as I have shared some information, Rick, already, that website was started last year in 2012. It started as just like that. I mentioned it already that it was a fun venture. There was nothing serious about it. We didn't want to make it as big as it is today. There was no vision actually with the website when we started it, to be very frank. It was a fun project. Started with it. Then suddenly after running it, after keeping it idle actually, just put some kind of fun content over there and left it just like that. Users started to come in automatically. They visited website because of the name. Probably it's a little catchy. So the people Googled it, or somehow they reached on the website. They appreciated the content. So I thought, why not take it up? Let's do it. Let's take it a little seriously, and let's do it. So we converted this website into a kind of a gallery platform where we break these stories into 10, 15 different slides in whatever number of slides it can be broken up, and then we put it up there in form of slides. For example, if you could see on the screen right now, there is something called 10 influential people alive today. That's the first gallery you can see. So there'll be 10 different people, 10 different stories. So we put them together, and so if user is going to come and see this particular article, he's going to visit 10 pages on the website. So that was the concept. Like let's leverage the power of number of page views on the web. The more we generate, the more website gets attention, more people visit it, and more money it will probably make using ads. So that's how we started. In June, we actually started making a lot of money with this website, a lot of traffic. The idea which made us go so big was leveraging the power of social media. What we did was, if I'm supposed to explain in this particular section itself, I'll explain how this website works and why there is so much traffic. Should I do it right now, or should I wait for it?
No, right now it's fine.
Okay, so as I said, what worked for this website was the power of social media. We kind of hacked the thing actually, and we figured out a way where we can bring in a lot of traffic with spending very little amount of money on this website to bring that traffic, and with minimal effort. Once built, there is nothing much of development on this website. That web developer course that I mentioned is almost just to make sure that if something goes wrong, it should be there. And there's nothing that we have changed in this website from last 2-3 months after it became stable. So once it was there, we knew only thing is to bring the traffic. And if we bring one person, is going to give us at least 10 to 15 number of page views. So that was the trick. It worked. Right now, the average number of page views this website has per visitor is 11 point something. So what we did was we got in touch with a lot of social media profile owners through Facebook, Twitter, and all everywhere we tried to get them. But we got a lot of them on Facebook, because Facebook is obviously the biggest one, and there are the Facebook pages are the most famous way of making a community online on social media these days. So we got a lot of people there. who were just having those communities. They made there, and they were just running it just for nothing. So we talked to them. We told them, hey guys, like if we have a website, we put up a lot of content over there, and you can always, there are so many different categories that we cover, on our website. So you can just pick up some links from there. You share it with your people. You think your community, which you feel is right for your community. We will never force you to post a particular link. And guess what? We'll pay you for that. You serve your community, and still we pay you for that. So it worked out pretty well. They agreed to that, and it all started. So this huge traffic started. If it comes to, it has been around 6 months now that we've been making a lot of money through this website. As Rick just mentioned, the whole money, the whole profit that you saw there has been generated in last 6 months itself. So even not even 6 months, probably even after 6 months, just 5 months actually. So yeah.
So I've got a question here related to your Facebook campaign.
Mm-hmm.
The question is asking if the recent Facebook Thin Site mem update that took place on December 7th, did that take an impact on your traffic? Does that question make sense to you?
Yes, that makes sense. I'll explain it. It made a little bit of difference, but not much, because if you read it fully, what it says is Facebook is going to focus more on links to bring it to your news feeds. Like I'm going to put up some light on what kind of changes Facebook has made. Facebook says that links, people want to visit links from their news feed. They like to click on them if it is relevant to them. If it is a news, if it is a valuable content that is there in form of a link in their news feed, they click on that and they go to an external website. So they wanted to focus on that. So actually, there are two updates they make. They decreased the reach of a Facebook post, which definitely impacts our links in a negative way, where we reach a less number of people. But on the same hand, Facebook is going to focus more on links to bring it to a newsfeed, so it acted as a positive. It's almost balanced out, a little bit on the negative side, but it balanced out almost.
Okay. I want to just keep the focus on the Facebook thing for a little bit, because that seems to be what this is all about. If we go over to this screenshot that you sent, and just so everybody knows, the site's been around a lot longer than April. It looks like that's just when it started to be monetized, have a revenue and expense structure. But this $13,000 a month that you're spending here, which I believe is mostly on social media advertising. Tell us all exactly where and how and why that's being spent, because I'm still a little fuzzy on it.
Okay, Rick, I have shared one Excel sheet with Adam. Do you have it with you?
Let me look real quick.
If I could share my screen, I have it with myself. I can share it with people.
Okay, give me 1 second. I should have it here.
Because that has a much more detailed and exact numbers of all the revenues and expenses.
Right here? Right here?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming up. So, if you see on the leftmost side of the Excel sheet, I have explained the expenses. First one is about web developer. Second one is about a content developer who has to search for the content, right kind of content, and put it up on our website. Write content and collect images and then create a gallery out of it. Then it's a social media relation manager. That guy is supposed to look for all different kind of social media profiles, Facebook pages, and short, if I say, in our case, mostly you look for different kind of social media profiles and talk to them and convince them to take up content from our website and put it up on to their community. The next one is a web server cost. Right now, the website is hosted on Amazon Web Services, AWS. We started with Site 5, a dedicated server, but it couldn't hold the traffic, so we moved to AWS, the auto-scaling part. Then there are three main expenses that are there, number 10, 11, and 12. That is social media relations 1, 2, and social media traffic websites. We work with two major people actually. There are I have coupled them into two actually. So there are these people are basically, they have these are the social media profiles I was talking about. They have major pages on Facebook, and they charge us based on number of links that they are going to post, number of articles that they're going to post on their page, and per month how many links they're going to post, and what time they're going to post. The cost is also defined by the community is from which particular country, because ultimately if you have a US or UK or European traffic, that yields you much more money than an Asian traffic. So those kind of, based on those kind of factors, a price is fixed with this particular person, and for a month it goes on, and then it is revised again by next month, or else in between, if something changes with the particular page, Facebook page that we're working on, or particular profile that we're working on, we have to revise the prices. That's how we work with the social media people. The number 12 is again a different one. That's a social media traffic websites. What they do is they kind of automate the whole process that I just mentioned. Finding out those right profile on social media, and then convincing them, and then negotiating all the terms and number of posts and all. They automate the whole thing. You just go and sign up as an advertiser on those websites and put up your links of the website, and they create. You can create campaigns out there, and then people, as a publisher, those Facebook profile people sign up on those websites, and they just pick up the links which seem relevant to them, and they post there. So we spent a little amount of money on that also, but it was costlier than getting in touch with directly these people. But it works actually. It's still a profitable one, but it was little costlier than if you talk to these people. It's very simple. No, you are doing that on your own, so it comes to on the lower cost side. And if you want things to be automated, it's little costlier. That's how the cost is. I think I explained how the expenses of the social media traffic works.
Okay, and I assume that these relationships will be transferred to the new owner, that you'll make sure they understand exactly how to run those?
We cannot guarantee that actually. Why? Because these people are completely independent. They don't have any contracts with us. It's nothing like they are bound to do that.
But you're going to introduce the new owner, right? It's not
yes,
like
I have already introduced one of them, and I would love to introduce another 2, 3, or whatever number of people who would want to get introduced to a new owner. I would love to introduce, and I'll do that to the best of my knowledge.
Okay, great. So here's just to show everybody that what the traffic has been like for the last 12 months. Looks a little lower than it was before, but you're making money on it now, so that's the difference.
Yeah, these numbers below are something completely different. It's not something what I said.
This was I pulled from the analytics.
Yeah, I haven't given you any kind of analytics access actually. I sent the PDFs, and these are not the PDFs that I sent actually.
Okay, hold on one second.
Because numbers are completely different than these numbers.
Okay, I may have made a mistake. Let me correct it right now if I did. All right, I'm sorry, everybody. Ignore that spreadsheet. We can get you analytics. I must have grabbed the wrong site by accident. That's embarrassing. Oh well.
Yeah, I have the analytics with me right now. If you want me to share somehow, if it is possible.
Yeah, sure. I can. Why don't we do that? Since let me see if I can make you the presenter real quick.
Sure.
Okay, there you go. So all you got to do, click on show my screen, and everybody will see your screen. All right, now we all see it.
This is right now, I'm showing you the last month's number of visitors to the website. If you could see the screens.
Okay, can you make it a larger time frame?
Larger, yeah, sure. In this account, I guess I have from June, the time when we started making money out of this website. I'll start it from 1st of July and I'll put it up to 30th of November. The rest of the analytics is from different account actually, so it won't make sense. This is last. This is how the last 5 months have been for the stupidchristian.com.
Okay, so what is that date to the right of the November where where it looks like where it dipped down? Was that the major Facebook update?
No, actually no. That's because, as I mentioned, why that brings me to the point why we are selling this website. Uh, just to if it is not out of the point, I want to tell you why we are selling it and why this dropped down. This is a product my company has been working on from day one, why we started, and the stock protection has been just a source of funding for us. So we have been working on this product, and it is becoming more like a distraction. TSS, the superstition.com, is looking more like a distraction for us. From last few weeks, last 2-3 weeks, my team has been not able to focus at all on this website, and that's where I wanted to gear up selling this website. We wanted to make sure that we sell it before we lose everything on this website, and before we lose all the focus and spoil what we have created in the last 6 months. So that's why this dip, not because of Facebook update, not at all. This is because probably 10-15% maybe because of the Facebook update, but not all of it, because we have been not focusing on this website at all from last 2 weeks.
Right. Okay. Here I'm going to take possession back here. All right. Just show my screen. All right. So here's the revenue that everybody already saw in the other chart. I guess there's not much to talk about. This is where you started monetizing it, and then we've got another chart for the expenses, which we've already talked about, which is the hosting and the social media relationships primarily.
Yes.
So walk us through, if you would, a day in the life running this business. What is a typical day's activities?
These two guys that I mentioned, content developers, they have to start their day with looking for amazing and really good stories throughout the internet, probably from current affairs, probably from something unheard, something which is not much, which doesn't get much attention, but still a good story, something positive. That's what they look for throughout the day. They get any story, something. If they get anything like that, they'll just simply look for more information, do a little bit of research, and create that story on the website. Usually, they end up making somewhere between 5 to 10 new articles, new stories every single day, each of them. So that's like in total, it will be somewhere around 15 to 20 stories every day. That's what is there. So that's one critical and minimum thing you need. You need new content on your website. Another one is that the social media relation manager, that guy has to be in touch with, constantly be in touch with the people who send us the traffic, who are actually the traffic source of this website. They work on that. He has to make sure, he or she has to make sure that the links which have been promised are posted on time and they are doing really well. If there is any kind of optimization, if there is any kind of optimization with our content, if there is any kind of optimization with the way that person is putting it on their page, that kind of things, that little small things, they have to take care of that too. And third one is the web developer. He just makes sure that website is up and running. That's all.
Okay. And if someone was to ask you, what do you see? Where do you see this going? What had you always wanted to do, but you didn't have the time or resources to get to? What do you think the future of this site is? What would you tell them?
Yes, I'll tell you. See, I explained you a few of the negative points of this website while we were talking about it on the very first day. One of them is this website is not registering its users. That's one of the huge negative points right now. And if somebody could, work out around it, probably integrate with a Facebook login or, create their own registration system. Even if that one small thing is done with this website, the growth would be tremendous. This website has the potential of having this regular, the permanent users who will come there again and again. If I could show you the Google Analytics, I can tell you that this website has 46.2% of, sorry, 53.8% returning visitors who come there again and again. Those people are, even after there is no account, there is no registration, these people are coming back to the website on their own. Then second thing which again excites me about this website is the direct number of visitors which visit this website every day. During this last 5 months, we have been building all this traffic through social media, but I noticed that around 300 to 400,000 users every single month visit this website directly without anybody asking them to go and see a particular thing. They just type thesupersystem.com and come to the website. Somewhere around 300 to 400,000 users. I don't have the exact number right now, but that's where this range is. So that again, gives you an insight where how does people feel about this website? They love it, they like it, and that's why they are coming directly without somebody telling about it. So that's again thing. Another third thing is I noticed last month itself this website had started to grow its search engine traffic. The last month itself, somewhere around 20,000 users came by Googling, and they just came to the website, landed from Google or some other search engine. So that's again a huge area of growth this website can see. If somebody can optimize this website for social, search engines, Google, or all kind of optimization can be done. This has a huge potential of a lot of traffic coming from Google. I don't have an in-house team search engine optimization. I tried with something outside, didn't work out, so just left it just like that. Again, didn't want to waste a lot of time. But search engine optimization is another huge area where if somebody works on this website, it will have a lot of growth. Then if somebody can think of these kind of ideas, I'll just tell you. If I would have continued this website, what would I do with it is create a visibility platform. I would not stick to just Google ads. I would try to monetize the content of the website, because what we do is like we break up a story into 10 slides and we just put it up there. What can be done is you can pitch into a lot of business who are into visibility business. For example, TV serials, movies, those people, they are into visibility business. What you can do is you can just pitch into them that we will bring you visibility. You are looking for visibility. We will bring you visibility, and create galleries about their content in a way where it doesn't look like an ad, and then monetize it. Send a lot of traffic there and bring the visibility to their content and monetize that particular thing. So that's one big leap forward. But if somebody can do it that way, it can be a multi-million-dollar business for sure.
All right. And I think you've already told us why you're selling the site, but just for those that are only paying attention when it's on the screen, can you repeat this one more time succinctly?
Yeah, sure. We are working on, my team is, my core product always has been a product called followme247.com. It's basically targeted to my own country market, and we want to focus a lot on that. It's growing like anything right now. So that's where it becomes more of a distraction. The superstition was always a funding source for us, and now when we have our product has been funded, and we have there is no lack of funds there in the company now. So we don't want to stay distracted and focused on something which is not something we want to do. So that's why we are selling it.
Sure. And look, I was asking the questions that were coming in during the flow of it. So, and you did a really good job explaining everything. So between those two things, there's no questions waiting for us here at the end. I just want to thank you for your time. Let everybody know that if they want to know more about this, the listing broker on this site is Adam Beebe. His email address is adam@latonas.com. Of course, my door is always open. Anybody can reach out to me at any time for any reason. My email address is rick@latonas.com. And Vinay, you did a really good job. We really sincerely appreciate you doing this for us. And with that, we can finish here.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Rick. Bye-bye.
Bye.